Welcome to Running It Straight for your Tuesday evening. It is the 4th of August. Talking rugby league between now and 7 p.m. with myself and Anthony Gelling, a very special guest sitting alongside us, Jello, a former Premiership winner. Feel honoured to be in the presence of a Premiership winner, Tinirau Arona. We're going to call him T for the rest of the show. T, welcome in. Great to have you alongside.
Kia ora, bro. Just to clarify, I did not win a Premiership. I was in the squad.
It all counts, man. It counts. Even the janitors get rings.
I got to celebrate with the boys, but yeah, I didn't manage to get a ring though.
Didn't you? Oh, we'll get one made for you. Isn't that what you do, Jello? Isn't that what you're wearing on your hand?
Honorary ring, yeah.
Honorary ring. We've got a lot to get through between now and 7 p.m, including a preview of what is a rematch of the game of the season, because that Penrith Warriors game earlier on was the game of the season. Could we be for 2.0 this Friday night at 8 p.m. kickoff for Mount Smart? Recapping, of course, the Warriors win over the Titans on Saturday, 42 points to 6, 8 tries to 1. And we're going to have a conversation around this, Jello, because there are a lot of fans out there who think the Warriors are back and ready to make that push for the finals. Maybe they are, but we'll have a chat and see if we all agree on that. But we start as we always do. Oh, Riley Price, I should mention as well, jumping on the show in around about 10 minutes' time.
Yes, Warrior 299.
Made his Warriors debut. Family over in Glasgow for the Commonwealth Games. Sister plays for the Australian netball team. But he got his debut. And you were just saying to me before, Jello, a kind of meatier version of Luke Metcalf in some ways.
Yeah, there's a lot of similarities. I was just looking at the pictures and going through the team list. I was like, they could be cousins, maybe?
Probably long-lost cousins.
Perhaps.
You never know.
Never know.
Team lists for this Friday night, though, gents. Let's start there, because that's what is on everyone's lips at the moment. And have there been any changes? The Warriors keep Nickel Cookstad at the back, Dallin Watene-Zelezniak and Alofiana Khan-Pereira on the wings. Alilea Toa-Leka Halasima gets that starting centre role. Shannara Harris-Tavita and Te Maire Martin in the halves. James Fisher-Harris, Mitch Barnett the front row. Wade Egan the number 9. Kurt Capewell, Jacob Laban in the second row. Aaron Clark the 13. Healy, Stowers-Smith, Gannon, Eddie Adamir Toiava, Luke Metcalf, Tane Tuopiki, the extended bench. Jello, start with you. What do you make of the 19, my friend?
Yeah, I like it. It was a great performance from the team in the weekend. They needed a bounce back. They got a good win. There's a couple question marks around the centres, what they were going to do there, and question marks around the fullback as well with Tane. I believe he's good to go. I think he's good to go from that foot injury. So
I'll tell you what, Chan's made a heck of a case to keep that one jersey, though.
Time,
that's a huge battle between those.
And people forget he did start the season there.
Yeah.
It was through injury that Tane got his chance, and he's played well this year. He held on to his spot, but now I think Chan's might have snatched it back.
So Tane might be fit to play. Does he play? Yes or no?
I'm not sure, mate. I'm not sure. I think they're both. There's a great case, but for both. But I think the way Chan's played on the weekend, you keep him there.
T, what do you make it the 19 from Webby?
Look, I love... Almost choked there, bro.
It's because I'm talking to a Premiership winner, Jello.
That's emotional.
It gets to me, man. It gets to me.
No, I do love the Leka Halasima, the man himself at centre. What a privilege to be able to have a player that can play both second row, but also does not look out of place in the outside backs. And then you just go to their forward pack. That leadership there in James Fisher-Harris and... Mitch Barnett, and then Aaron Clark on the back of that. They're going to be they'll cause some damage, especially when you're going up against a solid pack in the Penrith Panthers.
Well, you talked about it being one of the games of the year last time these two teams met. That face of Leota versus Fisher-Harris, that's worth the admission.
And that was spicy. That was spicy last time out.
So good, man.
We'll talk a little bit more about this game in depth later on in the show, and that Panthers side who are without Casey McLean. So that's a big out for them because he makes such a difference to that side. And, of course, they've got no Dylan Edwards still out with injury, so Jackson Edgar plays that role in the number 1 jersey. But, boys, let's just have a quick recap of that Titans game. Jello, 42 points to 6, 8 tries to 1. I feel like the problem for the Warriors over the last couple of years has been they go through a period of struggling against top sides, particularly top 8 teams. They'll then come out and smash a couple of teams below them to rejuvenate a bit of confidence. But for me, the question mark still remains as to whether or not this side can compete with the big guns at the top of the ladder, and we'll find out on Friday night. But you just wonder if, as good as that performance was against a Titans team, that can turn it on if they want to, it's still the Titans. And they were pretty bad.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. And, you're saying some people are saying the Wars are back. I don't think that game gave them the belief that they were looking for. Like they played well. But I think a sign for me was when I watched the team song. And a lot of the players, you can tell the difference between a big win that you're really happy with and you're stoked and it's amazing, and a game where you're like, all right, let's just clap through this and have a shower and get out of here. That's the vibe that I felt from the team.
Is that elite mentality though? Like, just,
Yeah, job done.
Job done, move on.
We're focusing on next week. I think this week will be a big one. And if they do win that, you see the difference between the two team songs.
What about you, T? Like, is that a trend you feel, particularly over the last couple of years, this Warriors team that has found themselves in regularly inside the top 8 and at times inside the top 4, but that question mark over whether or not they can elevate it to another level against the top 4 side?
Yeah, just that consistency. But again, when you do win a number of games, teams, the percentage rate, teams usually their loss is only around the corner, and I think that that showed when they did play the Bulldogs. But to be able to bounce back after that performance against the Bulldogs and put on a good scoreline there with 42 points against the Titans at Gold Coast as well. I know it did feel like probably there were a lot more Waz fans at Gold Coast instead of the Titans, but no, I think they responded well. And again, this Friday night, this game will determine where they're actually at in regards to the top 4.
I know we talked about that Bulldogs game and how it seemed like the rules had completely changed because there was no 6 against called. I think we had 2 each team, 4 overall in the game. And then I sit down and watch this game against the Titans and there's 6 against. I think I saw 4 in the first 10 minutes. And it's like, okay, so
we're back.
Like, you just don't know. And I've found this with games like...
Yeah, it's 12. There was 12 in the game.
There you go. And I wouldn't say that the speed of the game was any slow. I'd say that the Gold Coast game was probably a lot quicker than the Bulldogs game.
Yep.
And yet you have 12 6 against in one and 4 in the other. I just think if teams, you show up to play, the referee's going to have his opinion because it is it's such a variation. Like, it depends on what the referee's interpretation of long enough, pretty much. If the ref goes, okay, that's long enough, that's a 6 again, or just let it play, you don't know what you're getting until you're there on the day. And I think teams that can get into a game and go, okay, this is the speed, this is the tempo, and find it, they're going to be successful. Yeah. But I think you've got to have that ability to adjust straight away.
I think you make a good point on the referee because I think in that Bulldogs game, like you can come into that game saying, like, here's 2 sides that can get into a bit of a grind, and particularly with the Bulldogs. Maybe you let things go. Once you set the precedent of letting things go a little bit early on, the game just becomes slow and you start refereeing it slower versus if it's fast, you start penalising teams because it's fast, right? So,
and I don't mind that. Like, if people say, "Oh, it's inconsistent," like you're doing this one week and doing this the other week, I think that's just a nuance of the game. Yeah. That you're going to have fast games, you're going to have slow games, because the alternative is that you have an electric timer that goes bing every time, and some VAR.
Well, I always say that, right? Like if we bring in AI referees,
and you don't need it, bro. Yeah. You don't need
You'll be surprised how much gets called.
Oh no, and that's the way. That's the way the game's going.
That might be for a different reason.
And that's the way the game's going, and that's the way a lot of sports is going. And I don't like it. In fact, I'd like to see less of it. I'd like to see more human. We bang on about VAR, but I'd like to see. Let's check if he's in field when he puts the ball down, and that's it. Like all this checking to see if it hit his shoulder or his pinky finger.
Oh yeah, but like look at Origin. Yeah, but look at Origin. You get those howlers that can decide a game.
You get those howlers, but people get on with it. Like if you say you can't rule on a forward pass, people know that. If you just said we're not going to rule on mid-air contests as well.
Yeah, but then you get people like me blowing up when Reece Walsh throws a 40-metre forward pass in a preliminary final back in 20. That is true.
Part of the game.
Did very well for numbers as well, just quietly. Text in here from Carl on 8833, which is for you boys because I have no experience of this whatsoever. He says, hey guys, would be interested to know from Jello and T, what is the reason players sniff the smelling salts before they go out on the field, and how bad is it? Because their reactions always look horrible. And I'm going to wrap up the pickle juice in that as well, because that's another thing you see.
Oh, pickle juice is different. I think the smelling salt's just to wake your ass up.
But what is it like Vicks?
It just feels like you're getting kicked in the brain.
Is it like Vicks? Is it like a?
It's a strong, like very strong. Like you inhale it, and then there's like a boom, like a big kind of kick upstairs, and it's like someone turning the lights on.
Like, Stephen Crichton, I think he was sniffed, and then it went into his head, and you could see him grab his head and hold it tight because
it's sore.
And knowing because we've done it before, you just feel like that pain in your head. You know what he's going through.
Because there's a variation. If you have a new bottle, like a fresh one, if you got one that's fresh hasn't been opened before, that's potent.
It's meant to wake you up.
Meant to wake you up. You can smell
Give
it.
you a bit of kickstart.
If you smell it before when it's sealed, if you can smell it outside of the seal, you know it's strong. When you take that lid off.
Do you feel like it actually does the job? Like, is it effective in the fact that it actually does help you as a player?
Early on, when I was younger, when I was playing at the Roosters, I used to do it, and then I was just like, no, I don't need it. I started taking everything. I didn't need the caffeine.
So
I don't
it's a
need
young
this.
man's
I
game.
don't need this.
It's a young man's game.
Well, you're learning when you're young. And I remember watching Paul Gallen when I was at the Sharks, and Gal used to have caffeine cans, sniffing salts, and everything else that could pick you up. Yeah. And I used to think, man, I want to be like Gallen. And I used to start doing it, and I couldn't sleep after every game.
Right, okay.
So I'd be up until 4 or 5 a.m. the next morning until I realised, I didn't really
that's part of, like, take away the salts and stuff, but just part of being like a professional sportsman or sportswoman or athlete. Your adrenaline must be pumping after a game late at night. Like, it must take you a while to, like, wind down and go to bed.
Yeah. And everyone, you find that everybody's different, so there's no one solution. And it takes you a while to find what your routine is and what works best for you. And usually what happens is you have a good game and go, okay, everything I did before the game today, I'm going to copy and paste that next week. Next week it doesn't work. Forget the cold shower, forget this. I'm changing it up again, yeah.
Just before we get to a break, we come back with Riley Price on the other side. Just a quick 1 point from either of you, or from both of you, just, what impressed you the most, Jello, about Warriors Titans on Saturday evening?
AKP. 1 man, 3 letters.
Yeah.
He was electric. So the times that he found himself with a little bit of open space, he had that little left foot, right foot thing.
Yeah.
He scored one. He made the line break to set up another one for Chanel. He's just so exciting, bro. He's a guy you want to, you buy your tickets to come and watch someone like that. Mm-hmm. True talent.
I like Chanel Harris, Tinirau, just the way that he plays off the ball, and when they've got that front foot and you get the ball in his hands, the defence don't know what he's going to do. He probably doesn't know what he's going to do. So just the way that he's playing at the moment, the way that he's guiding the team, and then scoring points. Yeah, Chanel was my point of difference.
That's the same kid that tried to do a scorpion kick in the for the junior Kiwis. You remember that one?
Oh yeah.
He kind of like dummied a grubber, put it between his legs, and tried to kick it like from, and he pulled it off. Yeah. Like he regathered. It was freakish.
That's right. Well, you said to me, Jello, when we were doing our Wally M points, that you could basically give the 1 point to anyone, and I think that's a really good summation. I think across the park, some really strong performances, plenty of try scorers, but Aaron Clark was fantastic, Fisher Harris was fantastic, Egan was fantastic, C&K, what a return for him. Across the board, super strong performance. Can they do it against Penrith on Friday night? We'll have a little chat about that later on. But now we've got to take a break. When we come back, Riley Price made his club debut on Saturday evening for the Warriors, of course, the son of Steve Price, a legend of the club. Let's hear a little bit about his backstory and what it was like to run out for the Wars on Saturday afternoon. It's been a couple of messages here about your referee scenario or situation you want to put out there, Jello, so we might get to that a little bit later on. But right now, joining us on the line, a privilege to have, and on top of the man we've got in studio with us, Tinirau Arona, we're going to welcome another guest on the show now, and that is the man who made his club debut for the Warriors on Saturday under quite frenetic circumstances, I read. Jello, we'll ask him a little bit about this, and that is Riley Price, who's on the line with us now. Riley, welcome in.
Hey guys, thank you for having me. Cheers.
Mate, it's great to have you on. So talk us through the backstory of Saturday night, and what I understand was a pretty hectic journey to the airport.
Yeah, I was just sitting on the couch Friday afternoon, and I got a call from Webby at about 1:30, and pretty much saying about the situation that's gone on, and sort of said, can you get to the airport in 45 minutes? So, quickly packed my bag and got everything sorted and got my way to the airport, and before I knew it, I was in the Gold Coast. So, it was pretty crazy.
I thought you were going to say I quickly finished my beer and packed my bag and off I went. Mate, Warrior 299, that's you're knocking on the door there of the big 300. Mate, special moment, of course. Did you have time to kind of collect your thoughts before running out there on the field?
A little bit. Like it wasn't until I was sitting on the sideline when I had a few thoughts. But Webby sort of gave me the rundown. It wasn't 100% sure whether or not I was going to get on the field or not. It was just sort of the way the game would have turned out. I sort of just prepared myself to like I was playing and was hoping for the best, and was lucky enough to get on. So really grateful.
Talk to us about like that mindset of when you don't actually know if you're going to get out there or not, because obviously it's exciting to have the jersey on and to potentially get out onto the park. But talk to us about the mental difference between knowing you're actually going to get out there and play versus sitting and waiting and watching.
Yeah, I think like if you're on the extended bench now in rugby league, like you have to be prepared to be ready to get on, if you get what I mean. Like if anything happens on the field, like any one of the 6 on the bench can get on. So I think it's you just prepare like you're going to play, and if you get on, you get on, and if you don't, then it is what it is. But like I just pretty much was preparing like I was going to be playing, and lucky enough to get on. So.
Hey Riley, it's T from the RLPA here. We'll catch up tomorrow during my club visit. But man, congratulations for your on your club debut. Would have been a huge moment getting that phone call. Who was the first person that you told when you found out that you had to fly over to Goldie?
I actually didn't tell too many people, to be honest. I was in such a rush to get to the airport. But I made a quick message to my mum and dad. They're over in Scotland watching my sister play in the Com game. So it was pretty much just a few text messages to some close friends and things like that. Because I sort of didn't have too much time to actually sit down and actually call some people. So like my partner was probably the first one that I obviously told, and she was lucky enough to get over there to watch me play. So that was really special.
Talk to us about, I'm sure you've had a conversation since with Dad, of course, a legend of the Warriors, Steve Price. Like, you've obviously played for the Cowboys, you played for the Panthers. Is it a little bit different though, being Dad's club, and did he have a little bit more emotion around it as well? Yeah,
definitely. I think the reaction just from everyone and all the fans has been pretty special. Look, I never really thought I'd end up back in New Zealand at the Warriors, and it's just the way things have turned out, and it is really special. Like I grew up around the club. I moved here when I was 3, and spent a bit of time doing ball kid for the Warriors as well. So it is really special. Like I said, Dad played for the club and my uncle as well. So it's just awesome, mate. I'm over the moon.
Well, it's pretty special, like first ever father-son combo for the Wars. So it's very special for the club. We're clear on that relationship there. We're just looking at a photo of you and Luke Metcalf side by side. There's a lot of resemblance. Is there a chance of maybe cousins or something?
All the boys have sort of tossed that up to me. I'm not too sure if that's a good thing or not, but it is funny people saying that.
Well, Luki's been adopted by Samoa, so they call him Luka Mikiafu. It is Cook Island Language Week, and we're wondering if the Cook Islands can adopt you, mate. You want to be honorary Cook Islander?
We just need to put some 15 stars on you.
If you've got a birth certificate for me, let me know.
Mate, you get a tattoo with 15 stars on it, and your birth certificate's going to say Riley Paraisiena. Pariasina.
That sounds awesome.
There you go. Yeah, this show quickly descends into Cook Island radio whenever we've got Jello in the house, Riley, so you can understand. This week, big game against Penrith. You're named on the reserves, so may or may not find yourself in the 19, but huge matchup for the squad this Friday night against top of the table. How are the fizz levels in camp this week?
Yeah, really exciting. Obviously, sort of Penrith are the benchmark of the comp at the moment, and I feel like last time the boys played them, they put in a good performance, and no better way to go up against an opponent that's on top of the ladder. So I believe it's a full house on the weekend, and everyone's buzzing for the weekend, and especially being cultural around. Everyone's just keen. So we'll get into training tomorrow and start our preparation.
Awesome stuff, Riley. Well, congratulations again, mate, for Saturday afternoon, and thanks heaps for joining us this evening on Running It Straight. Appreciate your time.
Thank you guys for having me. Cheers.
There you go, Riley Price there. Yep, legend and the son of a legend. So great family, great pedigree. And Uncle Brett Tate as well. So, throw that in the mix too, Jello. But,
and
awesome.
cousin of Luke Metcalf.
And cousin of Luke Metcalf and now honorary Cook Islands member. So we probably need to disclose, Jello, whenever we have our guests on as well. And T is one of them. Played for the Cook Islands as well. So we always love the Cook Island flavour on Running It Straight. It runs through heavy and true. Have we, by the way, because we spoke to him a couple of weeks ago, we still haven't heard on... Val. Oh no, we did hear from Val Holmes. He's fully committed, isn't he?
He's good to go.
Yeah.
We chatted to him after the Dragons game.
That's right.
He gave us the
and
big
he's
thumbs
fully
up.
He
didn't want to jinx it because he's been
That's
injured
right. That's
the
right.
last
Yeah,
couple
that's
times
right. Because of the
he's put
injury.
his hand
Is there anyone else that is potential that we're potentially waiting on, or could make that decision?
We got
or
a couple up our sleeve.
couple of irons in the fire. Okay.
I don't want to throw any names
Uncle
out
Josh.
here, but
Uncle Josh.
Oh yeah,
I know you're
mentioned
listening.
that one.
I've been Josh Papali. I've been trying to get him over, and he is keen. So I'd be keen to see him in the green and gold.
Let's start the
Kyo
recruitment
Weeks,
drive.
pass it on.
Okay.
Start banging the drum for Kyo Weeks to come play for the Cook Islands.
Is he Cookie? Actuals.
Yeah.
Little light bulbs
first
going
I
off
heard.
in the head. Let's have a quick look at this Friday night, boys, against Penrith. Yeah, top of the table clash, naturally. We've already talked about it being a rematch of the game of the year. Their squad, very, very strong from top to bottom. No Casey McLean, that is a big out. And no Dylan Edwards. And as someone highlighted on the text machine, I think it was Josh on the West Coast, said Dylan Edwards was the difference last time when these two teams played. He was incredible. So, side by side, Jello, what do you make of Warriors v Penrith this Friday night at home here in New Zealand? Can the Warriors get it done?
Oh, it's going to be electric, Bo. It's going to be so good. I think, I always talk about players coming back to their old clubs off the chip on the shoulder. I think Freddie Lussick is lining up to do that. He's got a point to prove. He had a great time over here in New Zealand, but I think he's going to come out swinging. But you're right. I think Dylan Edwards missing. He came up with try savers. He was making line breaks that last time out. That could be the difference. And if we play our good footy, the footy we know we can play, and that's going to be absolute fireworks in the forward pack. But if we can match that, I think we can take care of business.
Casey McLean was unreal last time they played as well, just off the back of his State of Origin debut. And yeah, look, Casey's not playing, but to have a player in Isaac Tungle to be able to replace him, that comes in handy for the Panthers.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's going to be fireworks, especially in that forward pack battle when you've got the Bash brothers going up against each other, and Moses Leoto and Fish there. And then, when you look at Isaiah Yeo up against Aaron Clark, that's another great matchup to keep an eye on.
Absolutely. Prediction, Jello?
Waz in a close one.
Waz by 2 or 1. Do we see a field goal?
Was by a try and we missed the conversion. 4. Was by 4.
Was by 4. What do you reckon, T?
Look, I think anyone can win the competition in the top 4.
Get off the fence.
I am seeing the boys tomorrow, and if they are listening, I do apologise, but I just think Panthers, off the back of last week's Roosters performance, they've kicked up another gear, and I think all the other 3 Sharks, Warriors and Panthers all responded well to the Roosters performance, that 82 points.
Yeah.
But I think Panthers, going to Mudgee and getting that win, and then having to travel here. So I'll go Warriors by 4.
Yeah, boy. I'll go Warriors. Look, boys, head probably a little bit leaning Panthers, but I'm going to go with my heart with this one. I'm going to say Warriors by 2 as well. I think it's going to be very similar to the last game. We are going to take a break, and when we come back, we are going to do something different with the trading cards today, Jello, and I'm very much looking forward to that. And just a message that I got through, can I get a shout out to Chloe? Just recently discovered her love for the Warriors, still prefers building her Lego, but we'll get her there. We'll get you there eventually. We'll come back with some trading cards and a new game that Jello's put together after this. What did I say? Every day this show just becomes more and more Cook Island influence. I'm here for it. I love Rarotonga. But that is Anthony Gelling, the influence there from Jello, and Tinirau Arona, who's in the studio with us today. Former Rooster, former Shark, and now with the RLPA. We're going to do something different with the cards, Jello. These are the select trading cards, which we open up each week.
What about the wallets?
The wallets as well. They're very flash, very flash. So what we're going to do today, we're combining 2 packs. We're going to have 13, 14 cards. We're going to blind pick a player or a card, and T is going to say who wins that matchup, and we'll keep a tally. Winner, as always, gets the entire 2 packs put together. All right?
like it.
Does it? What's that?
All the cards. You play for all the
We're playing
cards.
for all the cards.
Winner,
Yeah, we play for keeps.
Play for
We
keeps.
play for keeps.
We play
That's
for
how we do
pink
it.
slips.
So, first player up, Jello. And are we going to sort of ignore the gold? Like it's just the player, or is it like if it's a gold, that makes
Worth
it
more points.
I think it's just the player.
Just the
because you're
player.
going to see that I'm putting a gold forward.
Yeah, but if it's close, the gold or the whatever can
Yeah,
tip
okay.
the scale.
All right.
I just
I
hope you
gotcha.
both agree to my
I hope
view
my
because
cards,
I'm the one that's going to be making the decision. So
Just choose
hopefully-
wisely. That's all. Just choose wisely. That's all I'll say. Right, player number 1, Jello. Who have you got for player number 1?
I'm coming out heavy, real heavy.
Oh dear, I'm
3,
coming out
2.
not heavy, but mild.
Okay, well,
moderate.
then I'll change what I'm
Well,
doing.
I was gonna say, well, I'll change mine then.
Okay, you ready? 3, 2, 1. Jacob Carraz.
Roger Tuivasa-Sheck.
Oh, come on, that's a
easy.
no-brainer.
We're not
Easy
coming
one.
out
We're
mild.
going
Reckon
with the future.
bluff
put
me.
that one on that one and put it on my side, so
Yep,
you know that's
the future Wakefield Trinity legend, Roger Tuivasa-Sheck.
brilliant. All
You
right.
bluffed me there. Well played,
Yeah.
sir.
All
Well
right,
played.
let's go. 3, 2, 1.
1. No mucking around, Dylan Edwards.
Mitchell Moses.
Ooh,
Mitchell Mosese.
I'm going to have to go the 4-time champ.
Oh,
and Dylan Edwards.
referee. I mean,
Thank you,
Penrith
sir.
win
Thank
without
you, sir.
Dylan Edwards. Do the Eels win without Mitchell Moses?
I don't think they win with
Damn,
him,
mate,
mate, so-
guys. That was one of my best cards. I'm not gonna lie. All right, I'm going for I'm pulling on the heartstrings here for my next one.
Okay,
3, 2, 1. Jai Arrow.
Kurt Mann.
Jai
Jai
Arrow.
Arrow.
Yeah,
Oh,
thank
okay.
you.
I'll give
Thank
you
you.
that.
That's a clean one.
That is a nice card too.
That is a nice card. All right, let's go 3,
2.
2. Hold on.
This is some great radio.
1.
Dylan Walker.
Tom Dearden.
Oh, Tom
You
Dearden.
got me, bro.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's
I don't think I'll lose
his
from here on in.
State of Origin
Yeah, well, I don't
series
think I'll win.
last year.
I don't think I'll win. Let's go.
Let's begin.
3,
2.
2, 1. I'm laying down the gold.
Joseph Tarpany, hologram.
Hudson Young hologram.
Oh, that is tight.
Yeah. Think
That
about
is
this.
very
Who's
tight.
Think
captain,
about this
who's
hard.
captain of Canberra?
Joey.
Oh,
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
You knew the answer
I'm
to
going to
that
have to
too.
go Joey on this one.
Oh, referee.
I think he's going to have a big Kiwis campaign as well.
Well, we need
Okay.
that. I'm okay with that. Right, let's go again.
3, 2 it stands. 3, 2, 1.
Hudson Young.
Oh, you got double
I
Hudsons.
got double Huddies.
Oh, you double
I'll take that
Hudson
one.
me.
Surely.
Yeah, we'll go Hudson for...
Can't do me twice in a row
I'm
like that.
looking
too.
after the forwards there.
Yep.
See, if I played Canberra when you played a winger, it would have been, well, who's the fastest?
Yeah, okay. What am I going
well,
here
Let's go.
now?
3, 2, 1. No time to think. I'm playing up tempo. Dylan Brown.
Morgan Smithies.
Thanks.
No, I'm going Dylan Brown on this one.
Well, you know, with the UK roots there too, I might sway your vote, but that's all right.
Okay, 4-3 the
Nah, he
score
played for
to
Wigan.
Sammy. 3, 2, 1.
Murray Taulagi.
Ali Leatawa.
Very, very tight.
Ooh, surely you go for experience here.
Who would you say
Representative
is in form?
footy. Representative
better form?
footy.
Who's in better form? I think Ali's in
Who's the
better form.
Gee,
I'd
that's a
have
big
to say
call.
Ali.
That's a big call.
Thank you, sir.
I do like Murray, Queensland Murray,
Yep.
Don't think about it, mate. You made your decision. Come on.
but
4 all.
Warriors Ali.
All right. Well, now we're playing on form.
3, 2, 1.
Jai Gray.
Chance. Come on now.
He's played one.
Chance
If you're
Nickel
talking
Clogstaff.
form, if we're talking form, he's played one game.
And he's
3
also
points
Cook
on the
Islands.
Dally M. You gave him 3 points on the Dally M.
Yeah,
you know
you
he-
just
And he's Cook
raved
Island.
on
And
it's
about
Cook
how good
Island
he was
makes it
on the
Yeah, yeah.
weekend.
Fair enough.
I think I'm steaming home.
Yeah,
here.
no, I'm. Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Samuela Fainu.
Jerome Luai. Thank you, sir. I'll take that.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. You know, who's doing more for the club at the moment?
Well, I don't
you
know. Who's paying PNG going to pay millions for Finu?
Who's
Yeah,
got
look.
club loyalty there? You know,
I'd
T,
have to go
like,
Jerome. Sorry, mate.
about what's going on in that dressing room, man. Think what's going on in the gym, the vaping.
Jai Gray.
Sebastian Chris.
Golden Jai Gray.
Seb Chris, he's been carrying the Raiders of late.
No,
last couple years.
Jai Gray. Have you?
This
What
is
else
rigged.
have you got in there?
Nothing.
3, 2, 1.
You might give me that one. Lindsay Collins.
Tolu Cola.
Lindsay.
Who are you excited
Oh, he's
Go
going
on,
Lindsay.
Lindsay.
Oh,
Go on, Lindsay.
I'll
Come
take
on now.
that. Yeah, I'll take that.
He's a forward man. Okay.
We're
All right,
looking after the
I'm
red,
giving-
white,
I'm
and
putting
blue
my
there.
game. I'm putting my game breaker out here.
3, 2, 1.
Taniela Paseka.
Tommy Turbo.
Oh yeah.
Thank
Oh,
you, sir.
sorry,
Why we
mate.
seem to be going the same team? And the last one is my talisman.
Turbo.
I've left this to the end.
Come on,
The
man.
big hitter. You just pull that out of somewhere.
Well, I thought
Did you
we were
just
doing
pull that
13
out of
cards.
Did you pull that out of another bag? What's going on here? There needs to be an investigation.
This is my last card. 3, 2, 1.
Kyle Flanagan.
Tom Starling.
Whoa, that's
Thank
a battle.
you.
Oh, hold on.
Let's put this one in
Really?
the
You
middle.
think
We'll
Tom
put it in the
Starling?
middle.
So what? I mean, I think Jello's won that
Would that have
anyway.
even counted? Yeah, so
I think Jello's won
Jello
that
won.
anyway.
Thanks
Yeah.
for coming.
Well,
And if
I
you
don't know what to
disagree,
say.
Unlike
To be
this,
fair,
you can't do anything
to be
about
fair, I think you actually that was quite a down the line assessment from you. So I'm not mad about them, but I got dudded with the double Hudsons, the double Huddies. Although
That should have been 2 wins.
Well, it should have been. Should have been 2 wins.
It's not the cards you have, it's how you play
Do
them.
love the select cards though. To be honest, I'm getting a little bit addicted to them, and I hate when I have to give you all of mine, Jello, and give you.
It's
them
an
all away.
often occurrence on this show too. I've got a lot stacked up.
Just before we get to the break, we're going to come back with our tips from last week and look ahead to this weekend. A couple of issues that I wanted to tuck into, Jello. The first one being a viral clip from Corey Parker on 7 over in Australia that is going gangbusters overnight, basically calling for the Warriors to move to Eden Park. He says, Cam George, now's the time. Rugby league's flying high. It's time to take on rugby union head on and move to Eden Park. I'm not a fan of this. I know some people are. I know some Warriors fans want it. The reason being that, you're selling out every game. Why don't you move it to a 40+ thousand seat stadium? I'll get your guys' thoughts first, and then I
think he says that without the context of actually understanding where Eden Park is, what it is, what it means to the people. There's no spiritual connection to Eden Park. It has more seats, but what does that mean? Really?
Just capacity, really.
yeah, it's like when you think of Eden Park, and I grew up most of my teenage life in Sydney. But whenever I think of Eden Park, you think of All Blacks and the legacy that they've built there. So it just seemed wrong that, the Warriors call that home as well. But yeah, I'd say that that's the home of All Blacks.
I think he says that without understanding because, and I'm curious about this, like you work in media in Australia, the coverage of the Warriors and the understanding that people have of the Warriors, do they get talked about a lot in Australia?
There's a big New Zealand Warriors fan base in Australia.
But are people listening, or is it something that's very much off to the side?
Listening to Corey Parker, you mean?
Oh, listening to just Waz chat in general. Do people understand where the Warriors are coming from and what's going on, or is it like, oh, there's that team again?
I think my family members have been Warriors fans, my brother included, for a very long time.
So you're invested yourself, yeah.
Not me, but my brother is.
I wonder, just from obviously not being over there, but a neutral perspective, I do wonder if there's been a bit of a shift though, Jello. Like 3 or 4 years ago, the common rhetoric was that Warriors fans, or Warriors are dudded by Australian media. They are ignored and put to the side by pundits, etc. Now it seems like there has been a bit of a shift where they are talked about regularly in conversations around top 4 sides and grand finalists and guys like Joey Johns who say, they could win a competition. I feel like there is a bit of an increase in chat. Just on the Eden Park thing, I even think take away the significance of Eden Park to the All Blacks, take away the significance of Mount Smart to the Warriors, just purely from what those two stadiums actually are. Mount Smart is right up against the sideline. It's an atmosphere, it's a vibe, and because of the scarcity, because it's only 25,000 seats, there is a demand to buy tickets ASAP and get those tickets. If you go to 40,000 seats and you see that there's 5,000 tickets left, well, you might just decide on a Friday night, or we'll see what the weather's doing. On a Saturday, I'm a little bit busy, or maybe I will go. When you know that they're going to sell out, you jump on the bandwagon, you try and buy tickets early. So the scarcity creates that demand. But as a venue, right on the pitch, which makes a massive difference to a viewing experience, but to the atmosphere.
It's
and the
not even
cauldron.
right on the pitch.
Mount Smart, it pretty much
Traditionally, there was a running track that went around it. So it's close, but when you compare it to Suncorp and Combank and these new stadiums, like even Te Kaha down in Christchurch,
it's pretty close.
That's a lot closer. But there's still a gap, but it's not a cricket oval.
Correct.
It's not a cricket
and it's
oval.
not an awkward size and shape and everything. So I'm not for the idea. I know some people think it's great because increased capacity. I'm not for it at all.
How would Corey Parker feel if someone said the same thing about Suncorp Stadium?
Yeah, like if there was a bigger one kind of down the road.
Yeah, they should move there because it's bigger.
Yeah, because Brisbane's doing well and they won a premiership. Great conversation. Did you you had something, Jello? Did you pre-show that we were talking about? You said you wanted to hit us with something, or no?
I did. It's going to come to me very soon.
All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll do that. We'll also run through our tips from round 21 into round 22. I have a feeling that I did pretty well against you, Jello. We'll find out after the break. Before we get to our tips, Jello, for the week, let's talk a little bit about RLPA and what's going on at the moment, T, and what you've been up to.
Yeah, well, T's in town. He's catching up with the boys tomorrow, aren't you?
Yeah, bro.
What's
So
the-
we
what's the
get
plan?
each club. We do 2 visits at each club each season, and I was here. We visit them tomorrow, and then girls was like, "Oh, you want to jump on our show today?" I was like, "Oh yeah, why not?" And then we'll go grab some dinner straight after. But this visit will be about updating them on, we've all seen the broadcast deal and the money that's been involved with that deal, but also our CBA negotiations will start next year. So we find out what's important to the players, where do they want to see improvements in regards to their entitlements and the things that they will receive from this broadcast deal. And then we also do the players pulse, which is their player survey. That we get to collect a lot of information about each club and understanding, where clubs can, or what they're doing well, but also where they can improve in different areas.
How much say do the players have? I know we're running low on time here, but how much say do the players have if they say, for the Warriors, for example, we don't want to travel that much. We want to play X amount of home games, and that's the way it is, and we're not budging.
I don't know how much say, but they do have a voice.
Yeah.
And I think that's the main thing, is that having a voice to be able to share their views, and we provide that platform or that space for them to share. And then we've got our CEO and Clint Newton, who speaks directly to Peter Volandis. So Newton he arrive shortly. Actually, he'll be joining us for dinner. And
I've got some plans for him, mate, because we've been talking this year about reducing the number of games, opening up that Origin window.
Oh, you want to talk about my
International
north-south?
fixtures.
Or my north-south?
North versus South for New Zealand.
State of Own.
New Zealand Origin.
the amount of games is silly. Like when you think of
Is there plans to chop it down?
there has to be,
talks
especially when
Yeah, you're talking 30-plus, weeks given finals footy.
Internationals for some.
You throw in internationals, you throw State of Origin.
Champs, World Cup, State of Origin,
Yeah,
All Stars
35 plus
round,
weeks.
trials.
Yep.
And then hopefully there may be a new structure when we've got the introduction of the 18th, 19th, and then surely a 20th team as well.
Someone made a good point to me, and I know we've got to move on to our tips, but someone made a good point to me around because there was a conversation, I think, with the last CBA when there was kind of a threat of a lockout, wasn't there, for a little bit, and there were people sort of saying like, I'm a plumber, I work every single day of the year with my, I only get 3 weeks off or whatever. But someone made a really good point to me, and I think it was in light of Tommy Turbo, and they said, but with the rugby league player, if you get injured and you're a plumber, you get on ACC or whatever, you come back to work, everything's fine. But if you're a rugby league player, because of the workload, if you get injured, that can dictate your next contract. That can dictate your,
big time.
that could be
The
career
value.
ending. Your value, correct. So it's I understand particularly with the workload and how that, affects players and the way they kind of approach these kind of scenarios.
Yeah.
Tips. Do you want to go back over last week's, Sav? Is it worth it?
Yeah, we sure can.
All right.
The first game I actually want to get your thoughts on, the Cowboys and the Roosters. You both took the Roosters, but the Roosters were absolutely smashed the Cowboys, 82-12.
Yep.
Right, the Dragons and the Dolphins. Jello, you took the Dragons. Sam, you
So,
took the Dolphins.
That one of the all-time worst tips from you there, Jello, to be fair.
That was a tight one, 28-22.
Yeah,
Very tight.
they should have got it done. I thought they
I don't know if
would
they should have, but they nearly did. What else?
The Storm and the Bulldogs. You both took the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs won.
Smart choice.
The Warriors and the Titans. Jello, for some reason, you went Titans. Sam, you went Warriors. The Warriors won.
I just didn't want to jinx them. You're welcome.
The Panthers and the Raiders. You both took the Panthers, and the Panthers won.
Nice.
The Broncos and the Knights. You both took the Broncos.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one I
That
went
doesn't
wrong
sound
on.
like me.
Yeah.
I've taken Knights all year.
Knights won.
KP as well.
Yeah.
The Sharks and the Rabbitohs. You both took the Sharks.
Amen.
The Sharks won.
Up, Cronulla.
And lastly, the Tigers and the Eels. You both took the Tigers, and the Eels won.
Did I not take the Eels?
That game could have gone any way.
I feel like I took the Eels there. Anyway, so what was the score?
The score was 4 to Jello, 6 to Sam. Overall score 17-11.
Ooh.
Let's get into round 23, Jello, very quickly. Titans Cowboys 9:50 on Thursday.
I like the Cowboys in this one.
I like the Cows. T, what do you like?
I'll go Titans.
Okay, Warriors, Panthers, 8 p.m. We've already gone through that. We're all going for the Wires. Roosters, Bulldogs, Friday at 10.
I think Bulldogs.
No
Wow,
chance.
nah.
How many in a row?
2, 3?
No, I think
Is
there's
it more
6 or
than that?
7 in a row now.
Nah,
yeah.
well, the Roosters are the same. They've lost 1 in their last 7 or 8. I'm going to go Roosters.
Roosters.
Are you going Bulldogs,
See
Jello?
on the other side, give me doggies.
50 plus.
Storm, Seagulls, Saturday at 5 p.m.
Oh, baby.
Oh, this is a tight one.
A Storm, they can't make the 8, can they?
Nah, they have to win all 5 games and hope a lot of things go their
It'll be
way.
a very tight game. Give me the Seagulls.
I think Suafatalongo's in great form, so I'm going Storm.
Munster's
Oh,
back.
it's in
Munster's back as well. I'm tending to lead Storm here, guys.
I didn't see the team as I'm going to go Storm here if Munster's back.
All right, I'll go Storm. Dolphins, Broncos, 7:30 on Saturday.
Dolphins.
Battle of Brisbane.
Dolphins.
I feel like it's the kind of game Brisbane are just going to get up and win. Hey, I'm going to take
that last week.
I'm
going to take Brisbane. I'm going to take Brisbane. Bring it on. Rabbitohs Eels, 9:35 Saturday.
Rabbitohs.
Eels. Iongi, man. He's on fire.
When are they going to get Latrell? Yeah, I actually think I'm going to go for the Eels in this one. Bit of an upset. Raiders Knights 4 p.m. on Sunday
Knights.
in Canberra.
Knights.
Yeah, Knights.
Yeah,
Knights.
I'll go Knights as well. And then the Dragons versus the Sharks.
I like the Sharks in this one.
So yeah,
Nico Hines going for the goal kicking, most consecutive goal kick record. He's 4 away.
5 to get.
easy dub on
to
for the
break.
Sharks. Could be a massive win as well.
Did you see the coincidences between the last time the record was broken?
I haven't.
So just quickly, he's chasing Hazem Al Masri's record. Last time the record was broken, both the Sharks and the Bulldogs were in 4th. The Roosters and the Panthers were both the top 2 teams. There's 3 other coincidences, but we're running out of time.
And it was raining
the
on a
time pressure's
Tuesday and you
getting
did
me.
your shopping on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Right? Well, there you go. That's running it straight.
Oh, they're both coming off a 5-game win streak too.
Fantastic.
And their last names
Keep it coming.
begin with H.
That is us for running it straight. Great to have your company this evening. Hope you enjoyed the show. Have a great rest of your week. We'll see you back here next Tuesday. Live commentary on Friday. Hola!
Ka kite.